sounds actually came out of. But I had a love for the oboe as well as the English horn and as well as bass. So when I got to CVS, I learned how to play more than one instrument. And as a result of me learning how to play oboe, that's when I moved on to college as a result of an oboe scholarship. But I still played bass. I was never going to stop playing bass because that was the driving instrument behind all of the music that I was involved in.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow. So now from that point, from college, what made you start really wanting to work on your own music, start getting your own CD, just being more serious about it?
Well, I think I was serious about music in high school from that particular point.
But when I say serious, we do stuff in high school, even college, and then after we graduate, it's just like, okay, this is just something I'm just doing for fun. So that's why I said, somewhere you say, oh, this is what I'm going to be doing.
Absolutely. The more I played, the more I listened to music, and the more life experiences I actually had, that's what drove me to become serious. I felt that I had this inner voice that needed to come out, this inner voice that could really speak for the people. And once I've discovered I had the ability to speak for the people, and these songs just start coming along. And I tried to avoid writing these songs, but it seemed like the songs were chasing me down. So no matter how much I ran away from these songs, I think a lot of it had to do when I was in college because I was a political science major. I was all prepared to go off to law school and become a lawyer, but this voice just kept speaking to me. You're a bass player, you're going to write songs, and one day you're going to have a CD. And I just could not run away from that voice. No matter how fast I read, that voice that still chased me down.
So speaking of writing, that's another add-on for you as well, because you actually write your own music as well. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What happened, once again, going back to high school, I learned how to write there, and I learned how to write songs. I was going to ask. That's how I learned how to write. And in high school,
of course, you have to. I mean, you can easily read it, or you should be able to know how to write it as well. It's what's when you going through high school, because I never played instruments, so
it was like learning a foreign language early on, because when I first started out, I was pretty much playing by ear. And I found out in order for me to communicate with other musicians, I had to learn how to read music. It was a painstaking process, but it was worth it. It was worth putting in the extra work to learn how to read music. And now I find myself being able to put some music paper and actually in front of me, wake up 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm able to write out these feelings I've had, or these thoughts, and these songs that actually just come into my heart. If I didn't know how to read, they would be songs that would just be lost in the atmosphere.
Okay. So now, my next question actually to you is, what type of music did you start really getting interested in early on?
Like a lot of people who grew up during the 1960s, Motown. I was highly influenced by Motown. I mean, the music and the bass player, James Jamerson, because like I said, I was a bass player. But the Motown sound just grabbed me. It was like magical in a sense. And whenever I would listen to that music, it just had this dream effect on me. It made me say, okay, that's something that I can do, or that's something that I really want to do. And I think also, not only the music, it was during that time that the civil rights movement was actually taking place. So the two things together drove me to become a person who really wanted to be a serious musician.
All right. Very, very interesting. Well, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to finish speaking with the doctor. We'll be right back.
People, may I have your attention? There's a hot new author among us, and his name is William C. Manson. He won the Black Excellence Award for 2011 and 2012 from the African American Arts Alliance of Chicago for writing the book My second wife